Hey, second attempt at this video because I kind of messed up a little bit. So yeah, and just when I thought I didn't have any ideas of knocking a video up. So I've been making my own. A lot of you guys will know that I've been making my own supplements for quite some time now. And I think it's something that I've not really gone into very much, not really, and I think it's something that needs to be put into a preppy video, because I think it's really useful information. It's definitely a way forward, especially if you get stocked up on these, these empty capsules, which are, they're all vegan, so. I'm not vegan, but they're vegan, so there's no real kind of problem for anyone that might be worried about what the capsules are made of. All of that's online. So I bought these from off eBay. I've got another bag in there that's got a newer date than these, but I've used them past their best before date, and I've had no problems. That's me, just me. So I'm on this is my second crop from a mushroom growing kit of lion's mane, and there's a third crop growing now. And what I have found is that the lion's mane becomes more brittle and easier to crush into a powder when I've laid it out on top of my radiator. And it's just made it easier to crush, whereas the lion's mane that I've dried out in my dehydrator was just a little bit more like, like your closed cup or your chestnut mushrooms, just a little bit more not crushable, so that's just something to think about moving forward. So anyone thinking about making their own supplements, which I would strongly recommend, I really would. Big Pharma have got their fingers in the supplement market, and we all know that they haven't got our interests at heart. All they're worried about, all they're focused on is that's it. They couldn't give a shit about you. So making your own supplements, you know exactly where this stuff's come from, because you've been part of the entire process. So I'll go into sizes first, and then I'll go into a few other things. Again, this might be boring to a few people and really interesting to others, and but it's definitely worth looking into. So the capsules, I've only ever bought one size capsule because I'm aware that there are people out there that struggle to swallow pills. They've got such an incredible gag reflex that they struggle, they struggle to get it down the throat, and I mean that must be horrible for your husband. I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to have a third attempt at this. This is staying in. I don't edit. So these are 00, just there, look, 00, and you get 500 generally in a pack. You can get smaller packs. Now 00, the size 00, so I'll hold one of these in my hand. I've not got massive hands, but I've not got little girly hands either, and they're about the right size for me. They're perfect, and they're 00. So there is one size bigger than that. That's 000. That's 1,000 milligrams of whatever it is you're adding. I'll go into these in a minute. That's 1,000 milligrams. 00, which is these, that's approximately 735 milligrams. Then it goes down to O, which is 500 milligrams. Then down to 1, which is 400 milligrams. And then 3, which is 200 milligrams. So again, if you struggle to swallow pills, you might be better off making loads of 3 or 1, which is 200 or 400 milligrams, and then taking 2 of them instead of You get the idea. Now, I only just realised that the lion's mane that I've been taking, which is 2,000 milligrams, has got black pepper in there. So I can only assume that black pepper activates lion's mane the way that black pepper super activates turmeric, which I find really interesting. So I strongly recommend that you get a shitload of whole black peppercorns in, maybe in something like this, so it's sealed and you've got them all individually, rather than getting a massive big bag of them and moisture getting in there and then mold setting in, and then they're just useless to you. So getting loads and loads of stuff like this, yeah, you don't have to just go for bats. Just look around, whole black peppers, black peppercorns, so you can crush them down into something like this. This is something well worth investing in if you've not got one already, because it's the future. Going back to the old ways, you know, that again, that Green Bible, that amazing book that I've gone on about. You're going to be drying stuff down and then grinding it into a paste or into some other kind of format for other, you know, conditions, you know, skin conditions, etc. I don't want to go off topic. I do that a lot. So it wasn't until I picked this up and realised that there was black pepper in there. I'd already made these, so now I've ground up loads of black peppercorns in with what was left of my lion's mane. Again, this is the second batch. The first batch has been vat packed like these, and again, I'm confident that these will be usable. This is me. You do it. You do you. I do me. You do it at your own risk. I feel comfortable and confident that these will be perfectly okay to eat in 3 years' time. But that's just me. I have to say shit like that because people come back and, he gave me the shits. You know, I don't want any hassle from anyone. It's just common sense. Just common sense. That's all that's required. So I'll be adding black pepper to the rest of these as I go along. And until I've used all that up, which will probably fill another, I don't know, 30, maybe 40 capsules, and then whatever capsules I've got left, because I've run out of my turmeric and black pepper capsules, home supplements, I've run out, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing now. The ratio for turmeric and black pepper is a fifth black pepper, and then the rest turmeric. Now, the recommended dosage does vary for turmeric because you can get some side effects. You can. Just look it up. Please do your own research. But I would recommend, for me, 2 teaspoons of turmeric daily. Now, that would mean me taking about 3 of these a day. But I'll take 2 a day. So yeah, just do your own research on that. You do need a fair amount of turmeric a day for it to be beneficial. Just bear that in mind. So yeah, I'm growing my 3rd batch of lion's mane, and each batch gets slightly smaller. Now the amount that I got from the 2nd batch just blew my mind. So these mushroom growing kits are amazing. They are worth it. They don't take much looking after. You don't really need to do much. But you're getting to see your own mushrooms, because they do all versions, all sorts. I mean, if you look hard enough, you can find very, very, very special mushrooms that take you to a different place. But I haven't got any of them. Let me just clarify that. So yeah, you know, just I'm going to be adding black pepper now well, I've already done it. I've made this up. I'm going to grind up the. There are still some lumps of mushroom in there. I'm going to make it into an even finer powder, and then carry on loading this up. But these here are 2,000 milligram, and then when you put them up against that like that, you're thinking, well, how, you know? But then just bear in mind that these have been in a machine where it's been compressed right down under immense pressure. I used to work for a company that used to make the tools that made these, but with these, I'm just basically taking them out of there, and then I'm going into this, and I'm just scooping it up, pushing it down, scooping it up, pushing it down, and then putting the other end of the cap on, so it's not compressed like these tiny little tablets are. So I'll probably need a couple of these a day. And I'm telling you, lion's mane has made a difference to me. It really has. It's bonkers. I've never thought with so much clarity. I can think so clearly. So just do some research on lion's mane, and it'll blow your mind, literally. If you take too much, you know. If I had a handful of these, you know, if I took all of these here, I'd wake up tomorrow with a cranium like John Merrick, which I don't want, because I still want to try and be attractive to some degree to any potential further suitor, you know. Right, I'm chatting shit now. So I thought this might be a useful video. If you've got anything that, you know, any questions or anything that you can't find online, or anything that you just want to ask me rather than go online, it's up to you. Just drop it down in the comment section, and I'll get back to you. The next video will be, I just wanted to get another prepping video in before I did another live stream, because that's what the essence of the channel was all about from the start, you know. But the next one will be a live stream. I don't know how long for, but it will be a live stream. So until then, I'll see you in the next one. Much love, and ciao for now.